Yes, students, let us continue. The next compound of carbon is carbon dioxide. Okay. Now, this carbon dioxide occurs free in nature, and in the atmosphere, its presence is approximately 0.03 percentage. One more question. Then, in the combined form, it occurs as the ore of either calcium or magnesium, like that, as carbonate. For example, calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate. Okay. Now let us see the methods of preparation of carbon dioxide. Now, first is carbon with excess of oxygen gives carbon dioxide with the liberation of, that is enthalpy change. It is an exothermic reaction which approximately gives minus 395 kilojoules per mole. That is the first preparation. Then second, by calcination. What is calcination? Heating the carbonate ore in the limited supply of or in the absence of air is called calcination. Okay. Now this calcium carbonate on heating in the absence of air or limited supply of air, it decomposes to oxide and carbon dioxide. For example, you take calcium carbonate or magnesium carbonate, it dissociates into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Similarly, if you take magnesium carbonate, it gives magnesium carbonate, it gives magnesium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay. Next, in the laboratory, it is prepared by a simple reaction between calcium carbonate and HCl. So before that, calcium valency 2, carbonate valency 2. So get cancelled, calcium carbonate and HCl. It gives calcium chloride, calcium valency 2, chlorine valency 1, calcium chloride is a cross multiply. Then it gives water and carbon dioxide. If you put 2 in HCl, it is automatically balanced. Simple equations. So these are the three methods of preparation of carbon dioxide. Okay. Next is, let us see the physical properties. It is non-flammable and heavier than air. Non-flammable means does not catch as fire easily. That is called non-flammable. Okay. Then very important one more question. Even for neat question, it's a critical temperature. That is, what is critical temperature? It is the temperature at which below the gases cannot be liquefied is called critical temperature. Each and every gas has to be liquefied as a specific critical temperature. So for this, carbon dioxide gas can be liquefied exactly at a critical temperature is 31.6 degrees Celsius. That is the very important one more question in physical property. Then let us come for chemical properties. Now this carbon dioxide gas is very stable. Even above 300 Kelvin also, understand, is it very stable. Anyhow, above 301 Kelvin, 3100 Kelvin, it slightly decomposes to carbon monoxide and oxygen. So balance the equation. Carbon dioxide CO2 at 3100 Kelvin, it gives carbon monoxide and half molecules of oxygen. So that means carbon dioxide 2 oxygen left side, right side half oxygen 1 plus 1 2. Okay. Then at higher temperature more than 3100 Kelvin, it again decomposes to carbon and oxygen. That is the one chemical properties. Then it is a strong oxidizing agent. Now carbon monoxide is strong reducing agent, whereas carbon dioxide is strong oxidizing agent. What is an oxidizing agent? It oxidizes other substance, get itself reduced. That is called oxidation. For example, carbon dioxide plus magnesium. So what will happen? It oxidizes magnesium to MgO. One oxygen is supplied to the magnesium to give MgO. So now it is reduced to carbon monoxide. That means carbon dioxide is reduced to carbon monoxide. So these fundamental definition idea you should know. Okay. Now next is, when this carbon dioxide is passed through hydrogen gas, it gives a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Carbon monoxide and hydrogen, reversible water gas equilibrium reaction. So a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, it is once again it is called water gas. Okay or not? Then next is acidic behavior. That means generally an idea is all the non-metallic oxides are generally acidic in nature, and metal oxides are basic in nature. For example, if you take sodium oxide, when dissolves in water, it gives sodium hydroxide, basic in nature. Now non-metals. Now if you take carbon dioxide, understand non-metallic oxide plus water, it gives carbonic acid, which is an acidic behavior, reversible, and dissociate into H plus and HCO3 bicarbonate ion. Okay or not? So this is a general idea for acidic and a basic behavior. But carbon dioxide behaves in aqueous solution, it behaves as acid, so acidic. Then these are the chemical properties. Now come for the structure. Now in this case, one more question. First you see the structure. First you come for the center, that is C double bond O, left side double bond O. Now this carbon, its valence electron 4 is utilized between the two oxygen atom. But oxygen atomic number 8, it contains 6 electron. Hence one gets shared with carbon, another gets shared with another carbon. Hence it contains in oxygen both the side, it contains 2 lone pair of electron. That is the center structure. Then what will happen? It exhibit resonance structure. So resonance means exhibit different structure, more or less what? Same properties. So that is why I said none of them represent the unique structure is called resonance structure. So now carbon dioxide exists in 3 resonance form. That is first 1, 2, 3 structures. First structure you know. Then second structure, what will happen? From the you go to the right side, one of the bond is shifted to the oxygen. Hence it contains what? 3 lone pair of electron with negative signs because it accepts. Then carbon donates. Hence it first right side, second structure, it contains positive charge and 1 lone pair of electron. Similarly you exchange like that, reverse direction you come. So similarly in the left side oxygen, it contains 3 lone pair of electron with negative sign and single bond and C triple bond O plus. Okay or not? So these are the 3 structure of or canonical structure of carbon dioxide. Okay or not? Then uses, only general uses. It is used to produce that inert atmosphere for several chemical reactions, because for several chemical reactions they are carried out by inert atmosphere. For that to produce this carbon dioxide is used. Then definitely it is used for biologically, it is used for to produce for a process of photosynthesis. Okay or not? We know that what is for photosynthesis? Plants gets carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, understand, and from the soil it gets water to store the food as carbohydrates and release oxygen. That is for photosynthesis. Similarly in structure of carbon, so and also another one more question, in carbon dioxide it contains 2 sigma bond. That is very, very important. 2 sigma bond, because O double bond C double bond O. So what will happen? In that one is sigma bond, another is sigma bond, but another is what? 2 pi bond. That is why it can shift. So now from after seeing the resonance structure, there are 3C 4 electron bond. That is another one more question. 3C, because that electrons are what? Delocalized throughout what? These 3 oxygen and between oxygen and carbon. That is why it contains 3C center and 4 electron bond. Each and every structure you see 4 bonds are there. One single bond, triple bond, or second structure 2 bond and 2 bond, 4 bond. Then right side also it contains what? 3 bond and 1 single bond, totally 4 electron bond. This is about 3 marks question and 3 1 mark question. That is very important. 2 sigma bond and 3C 4 electron bond. Okay, thank you. Yes students, now let us see another compound of silicon, that is called silicones. Okay, what are silicones? 2 marks question. Now silicones are otherwise called siloxane, siloxane, or organic silicon polymers, which have the general 1 mark question empirical formula R2SiO, where R2 is what? Alkyl group, and hence They are called as silicones because they resembles the formula of ketones in organic chemistry. The ketones have the general formula R2CO, or otherwise, if you want to write the structure, RC double bond O R. Since it resembles the structure of the ketones, that is why that polymers are called silicones. Then up to that you have to write for 2 marks question. These silicones may be linear or cross-linked polymers, and also they can, since they withstand with high temperature and pressure, they are also called as high temperature polymers. They are called high temperature polymers. This is up to 2 marks question. Introduction about silicones. Now let us see the preparations. Now generally, first, the linear polymers are generally prepared by hydrolysis of dialkyl dichlorosilane. How it is obtained? Chlorosilane formula is SiCl4. So out of 4 chlorine, you eliminate 2 chlorine and substitute it by 2 alkyl group. So that is prepared. Dialkyl dichlorochlorosilane is prepared, or aryl dichlorosilane. Diaryl dichlorosilane, either aliphatic or aromatic, which are prepared by passing the vapors at 570 Kelvin, that is between alkyl chloride or alkyl chloride, or haloalkanes or haloarenes. Both are, other name is alkyl chloride, general formula RCl, and plus silica. At presence of copper, 1 more as a catalyst, you will get 570 Kelvin, you get R2SiCl2. So put 2 RCl, okay, plus silicon. So that is first method. You have to prepare dialkyl dichlorosilane or chlorosilane. Then this is hydrolyzed with water. So now how to write? So you write the structure. You put center at the Si and above and top R and R, and left and right chlorine. So that is R2SiCl2. Write the structure. So hydrolyzed by 2 molecules of water, H and OH, split like that. So H and Cl, 2 molecules of HCl will be removed and substituted by left side OH and right side OH. That first monomer we have prepared. That structure is OH, Si, OH, top and bottom or down, R and R, 2 alkyl group. That is one monomer. Again, you react with another monomer of this one, and simply eliminate, that is right side OH and OH, you eliminate water, then you will get OH, Si, O, then again you and OH. Similarly, another molecule of this OH, Si, OH, R and R. Again at the center, you eliminate another water molecule. Like that the chain will go in straight. So we can say, to easily to remember, left side definitely the active functional group OH will be always in the left side. That will not involve in the elimination of the water. Only the right side OH will involve in the loss of water. That is very, very important. So the active always in a linear chain polymer, that OH group will be always present at the left side. Understand? Then you just have an idea, straight chain like OH, SiO, SiO, SiO. At the end, you write OH. Okay, that is understood. Like that, it goes on. And if you join 3 molecules, how to write the structure? You tell OH, SiO, then SiO. Understand? SiOH. Then top and down, you put R. So this is the linear preparation of linear polymer silicones. Then similarly, cross-linked polymers can be prepared by hydrolysis of monochlorosilane. That is monoalkyl chlorosilane. There it is dialkyl, it is monoalkyl chlorosilane. If you hydrolyze, definitely you will get, that is cross-linked polymers as the structure shown below. Understand? Now by eliminating water molecule. There are various types of cross-linked polymers by substituting with various organic groups like methylene group, alkyl group, like that. Different structures are obtained for cross-linked polymers. Now let us see the structure. Now first structure, you for remember easily, you put a square. In the square at the corner Si, center O, again at the corner Si, then again down O, then again SiO, like that, like this one. On all the sides, left and right, you substitute with Me, top Me, left side Me, right side Me, down Me. So this is easy structure, you can easily remember. That is methylene molecules are substituted. Then I come for the another structure, that is it is a cyclic structure like a benzene, but you put a hexagonal side first. At the top O, opposite is Si, then similarly alternatively O, Si, O, then Si, then this side O, Si, O, like that alternatively SiO, 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 SiO. How we put N benzene CH like that, here SiO. But we'll write on the other side, understand side Si, you put either methylene group, understand, Me. Okay, now see the balance, the equations. Oxygen should be balanced with double bond, so O 2 bond. Silicon should be balanced with 4 bond, that means 2 covalent bond is linked to oxygen and 2 with the methylene group. So like that it goes on one side, you understand. Then finally next substitute same thing, that is alkyl group, then draw a square. Then similarly, instead of there in the first structure we are substituted by methylene group, but here on the right side you substitute alternatively what alkyl group and oxygen. So SiO, first you put SiO, Si, down O, then again down Si, then center O, Si, then other side alternatively left side or right side O, this side left side O, right side R, then up one side O, one side R, down one side R, another side R. So like that, these are all the various types of silicones which can be very important fact, can be asked for 5 marks question. If it is so, if it is asked for 5 marks question, write the definition what are silicones. Then you prepare one equation, dialkyl dichlorosilane. Then prepare one method for preparation of linear polymer. Then cross-linked polymers, 3 structures enough. Suppose if they ask only for 2 marks question, how linear silicones polymers are prepared, means you write only one equations, that is by hydrolysis of dialkyl dichlorosilane. Okay. For suppose if they ask how cross-linked polymers are prepared, means you write it is prepared by hydrolysis of monoalkyl or monoaryl chlorosilane, and hydrolysis show this structure. Okay, so from these 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks can be asked. Definitely we can expect any one type of questions like that. Okay or not? Thank you.